3 families. That's all it took. The Ingrams, the Carlyles, the Stuyvesants.
Tell us everything about them.
The ivory towers are about to fall.
And when we're done,
Let's cross that bridge when we get to it. For now, the partners are all that matter.
There's an issue.
Of course there is.
Olivia's tracked the names mentioned by the Constant, and they're dead ends.
how dead?
Obituaries for all 3 have appeared online. Accidental death, heart failure, lung cancer.
They're covering their tracks. Faster than I thought.
A contingency plan of sorts. The Constant wasn't aware of it.
Well, seems they didn't tell him everything after all.
Something this big will leave traces behind.
The Constant says to follow the money.
Milton Fitzpatrick. The investment bank. It's a key Providence asset.
Which you work for.
The director of the New York branch is a Providence operative. It's our best bet as a way in.
I'll tell the pilot to turn the plane around.
Right, gentlemen. Here's what we've come up with. The partners are transitioning between identities, but everything is so recent, the Milton Fitzpatrick bank records will still be intact. We've confirmed that the partners have active accounts there. However, the bank's records are remotely updated on a frequent basis. We may only have hours before any leads that could get us the new identities of the partners are gone forever. The data we need can be obtained in 2 ways. The bank's data core can be accessed through the basement vault, but getting inside the vault could be challenging. Alternatively, Bank Director Athena Savalas, Head of Security Mateo Perez, and Head of Accounts Fabian Mann each carry a partial backup drive with the data. We'll need all 3 drives to get the full data. Now, we cannot risk the partners discovering the data breach. Eliminating the bank's director, Athena Savalas, would sever the last remaining Providence tie to the bank and keep our activities hidden.
Okay, one more time. We break into the vault, extract the hard drive rack, and eliminate the director on the way out.
We.
You. Good luck, 47.
And welcome everyone to another Roulette Rivals World Championship 2022 knockout stage winners bracket match. How long can I make the round here? Between Meekah and Ducker, a returning rival, versus a 6-time RR champion who's offline again on my side. I am joined for this wonderful cast by Yannini. Welcome.
Hello. So glad to be here on your first cast back.
Yes, it's been a while, isn't it?
Definitely, very hyped for it. I'll quickly delay for for a minute or something, so because Ducker is not there. Again. Let's see.
Yeah, he had connectivity issues at the start, which was one of the 5-minute delays we've had so far. Hopefully he can get everything set up quickly again.
Should hopefully be the case. Also gives us a bit of time to talk about the match itself.
Exactly, that's what I want to do right now. We are in the first round of the knockout stage. We have Meekah, who, if I can find it now, plays second in Group A versus Ducker, who was third in Group D, facing each other. Meekah picked New York for this match as the first map, which we might see in 1.5 minutes now, but we shall find out about that. And Ducker picked Miami as our second map here. Meekah banned Hokkaido, Ducker banned Ambrose.
Yeah, I think that's a good summary. I mean, New York is well, it's a pick that we often see against Ducker. Because, well, of course, first of all, he's a console player, so a very fast map might benefit you. But then again, I think Ducker is very, very solid on most maps. But if you could find one weakness, then it would probably be short maps or very short maps. So that makes a lot of sense. Of course, Miami, yeah, one of Ducker's great maps for sure. And yeah, but both players. I'll first of all do a spin a bit more, but still Ducker's online. But yeah, both players. I mean, as you said, Meekah plays second in Group A, which is an amazing feat. A really tough group that is, with Shrody, Dani, Chrome, and Jotes. So yeah, was so close to winning. Came down to that last match on Friday, Shrody versus Meekah. Whoever won that would have won the group. But yeah, Meekah just coming short, very, very close that one too. So could have just as well in the first seat in a very impressive group. So very impressive group stage by Meekah. Yeah, improved quite a bit over his last tournament. And then Ducker, of course, record champion, had a bit of a shaky group stage, but did you know, Punk and Observer in the same group looked a bit more convincing. But it's Ducker, and we already saw, for example, Dani really crank it up in the KO stages, so that can happen to everyone. I think Ducker is gonna, if Ducker comes in his full focus mode, I think he's gonna, yeah, it's really, really tough gonna be to beat him.
Definitely. And I mean, you said that these short maps might be one of the weaknesses of Ducker, but if we have a quick look at the statistics here, he still is 4-5-0, which is not great, but it's like almost 50% win rate on New York. So
for such a profile player, this is the weakness.
Yeah, I mean that's very true, but it's still like
definitely
almost half the time he wins them. He can make it exactly 50%. If he manages to get online and then win the spin. However, a active stream would be. Oh, okay. He's here for me now.
That looks pretty good.
Let's hope it stays live.
Yeah, that would be nice. I mean, the worst case would be it goes down again during the spin, because then. Yeah. I mean, I hope it's set up now. Let's just go ahead with the start in 1 minute then, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah. I love how we have almost exactly the identical setup for both of them right now in terms of loadout. Both with the security guard start, both with the exact same Calmer 2 Trank, EMP and the Snail, but in opposite slots, and Executive Store stash, but Meekah having another Trank, while Ducker has an SMG in there.
Yeah. It is New York, you know, it's predictable, but of course there are some loadout changes that you have to do sometimes, depending on the spin, but yeah, we'll see. Gonna be exciting to finally start this match in 10 seconds.
Indeed. Do you want to go ahead and run this first spin down for us once it arrives?
Oh, but gladly. And the spin is here. We have Athena Savalas with a hobby knife as IT worker.
Ooh. IT worker, quick disguise to grab, but it sometimes, depends on how you want to approach it, can be a bit out of the way. But it has some nice trespassing abilities. You are allowed in a lot of spaces, or do you need to start the mission stories for that?
Well, you are allowed until the top floor. You're not allowed in the office. A top floor, I think, actually not until you started the mission story. But it's still quite decent to move around in it. And we already saw Meekah loading in first, which is, well, he's on PC. But yes, he does have a game tally, but I think the loading difference was not 25 seconds. So I do think that Meekah is in the advantage here. Oh, he grabbed something illegal.
Yep.
Aye.
Yeah, it's the advantage that Meekah also showed, I think, or one thing that you can do here when you have to grab the IT worker anyways, is there's another Trank in the room there, so you don't need to bring two, you can just like use the one on map since you need to go there anyways.
That's true. So you could argue it's still beneficial to bring two Tranks, and you have 6 Trank shots.
Then you have 6, yeah, I mean, the more the merrier.
It's very nice. You need 2 for this anyway, and then you need, you know, the more Calmers you have for the office, the easier.
Yeah.
So, like having these, well, 2 or 3 trank shots for the office just makes it a lot easier. But Meekah is even gonna just KO these people here.
Yeah, and I'm also like not entirely sure what you need all the loadout slots for, if not for tranks, because you don't need to bring like any other weapon or anything, since it's just a hobby knife kill.
The spin would be, you know, like silence pistol IT worker, then it would be different. Then of course it would also be quite, but also then beneficial when maybe you would not use the trank on IT worker and stuff. But yeah, that's basically the gist of it. We'll now see both players running up. I think Ducker both already grabbed the disc of Mateo Perez and are now running up. Ducker is a bit ahead in game time, but like on the map they're pretty much on the same spot.
Yeah, and now we're gonna have a bit of synced action here, I think.
Yep.
Thrown EMP for both of them, it seems.
Crazy.
Bit of a bounce for Ducker, but it worked out.
Meekah is just gonna grab his hobby knife here. Of course, you can also bring it in. I think Ducker did. So I guess he just didn't want to replan. So he did this. Now they both grab the disc of Fabian Man. Meekah missed the trank shot.
Okay, Ducker's just gonna leave it laying there and pick it up later. Meekah's immediately running down to pick it up. Careful not to pick up the illegal item.
Actually, I think that's fine.
Oh, true, because it's just such a short thing, yeah.
Yeah, it's just a short thing for some reason that you can... It's illegal in theory, but in practice it does not matter. So the interesting thing about this is, well, Ducker's already quite far ahead now, and with office clear out, but has to pick up the disc, and Meekah could run directly to the exit, which... Oh, and Ducker has server.
Oh no.
Oh no! Oh my, that could actually be ripping for him. Oh no, it's fine for now. Oh god. Man, this is stressful.
In the middle of the office clear out, that's like the worst thing ever.
Oh,
but he gets the kill.
It's good, but then Meekah caught up a bit with that.
That's very true. And,
God damn, this is gonna be interesting. Ducker now grabbed the CO exit keycard, but he has to pick up the last disc, which is gonna be a way around for him. Meekah has already done that, so he just needs the exit card and is running to the exit immediately. So I think they'll exit about in the same time, and I'll probably have to log
prepare
out.
The counting, yeah.
Yes. But there we go. Ducker now. It's just an enforcer, but it's fine.
Wow, it literally popped up at the same second on my screen here.
I can say they finished 1 second apart, so yeah, have fun to me. I'll be back in like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I hope I can make this wait a bit more entertaining for you guys while we wait for the count by Yanni. 1 second difference. It was. I'm not sure who actually finished first. And was it Ducker's first try? I think so. Actually, I can't remember a replan from him. Ducker also finished 1 second earlier, but he did have the connectivity issues, which screwed him a bit there. So this could actually like go either way at this point. We didn't have a lot of loads, and the time difference is so it's so little that because Ducker has like had console loading times, or he's playing on the console, has a bit slow, might have a bit slow loading times. So I didn't quite pay attention. He could, like, even if Meekah loaded twice here, because I think he had to restart once, that might all be negated by just Ducker's one slower load. Ducker preparing for the next map already, which is Miami after this one, picked by himself. Meekah waiting patiently on the 5 stars SA screen. 3 minute 18 IGT, which I think in terms of in-game time was quicker than Ducker's. But yeah, both players with similar strats here. The major difference between them was, well, Meekah decided to pick up Fabian Mann's data disk right away, where Ducker just countered him and picked it up on the way back. Took him a bit of extra time there. Oh wow, that's very loud Miami music. So, yeah. It's quickly maybe as a information, this is a first to 6 match. The winner of this, or the winner of New York, will get 2 points, win 1 map. And yeah, first to 6, so we're gonna see at least 2 more maps, I think, unless nobody wins New York, which I'm not sure if that's a thing in the World Championship right now. If the official documentation would load, I'd look it up right now, but there it is. Yeah, it says when there is a 2 or less second difference between the players, map will be considered a tie, which is also at this point a likely possibility here, in which case both players would get 1 point each, and we'd see at least 3 more maps. But yeah, plenty of RNG maps were spun in advance. People who do not want to hear all the RNG maps that we have may mute the stream for the next 3 seconds while I list them. It's gonna be our maps are gonna be New York, Miami, Haven, Isle of Sgàil, Colorado, and Mumbai. We unfortunately need to wait a couple more seconds. There we are. Those are the couple more seconds that we needed.
Yes, I did take a bit of time because it was quite close, but I can say Ducker loaded once for 13 seconds, Meekah loaded twice for a total of 10 seconds, and therefore Ducker wins New York by 4 seconds.
And that's the thing. Even though Meekah loaded twice and Ducker only once, because Ducker has the longer loads on console, it's just, yeah, the second load of Meekah just didn't change anything for him.
Exactly. I mean, yeah, it made it quite close, but
it did definitely.
In the end, Ducker had it, yeah.
Yeah, very nice that it didn't come down to the disconnects that Ducker had or anything.
Yeah, true. That would have been painful. He did get the map anyway. So yeah, that one rip at the beginning from Meekah just made it key. I also saw that while looking back at it, he picked up the key, like a key that was laying there was an illegal action, so that ripped him.
Interesting. Well, first map now over. Next map, Miami, coming up at 27 past the hour, which is in roughly 3 minutes, 2.5. Still enough time to give everyone a bit of a break and look at the mission briefing for Miami.
Good afternoon, 47. Your destination is the annual Global Innovation Motor Race in Miami, Florida. After analyzing the data from Reynard's computer, the case is clear. The Providence defectors are Robert and Sierra Knox, head of robotics developer Kronstadt Industries. A visionary inventor and technological innovator, Robert Knox has spearheaded Kronstadt Industries to the bleeding edge of technological development. His equally brilliant daughter, Sierra, is not only a financial wizard, but also a fiercely competitive race car driver. with a fiery temper to match. Kronstadt enjoys enormous popularity with global consumers. However, few are aware that the company is also one of the world's leading suppliers of next-gen military tech. Last year, despotic ruler Jin Po employed prototype Kronstadt drones against peaceful civilian protesters in the now infamous Tungan Valley incident. And although it has yet to be proven, there is little doubt that the Noxes personally brokered the deal, making them complicit in a war crime. It is unclear why the Noxes would betray their masters, but likely the fear of being next on the Shadow Clients hit list has pressured them to cut a deal with the enemy. Undoubtedly, with Kronstadt Industries on their side, the militia will increase their attacks tenfold, and so our contract obligates us to retire Robert and Sierra Nox and contain the damage they may inflict on Providence. I will leave you to prepare.
All right, and we are back for just in time for the second map, the Meekah versus Ducker RRWC 2022 winners, knockout stage winners bracket match, round 1 something.
It's a long title.
It's a long title if I spell it out entirely. Ducker is 13-2 on Miami. I just caught that before the stats disappeared, which is quite impressive. Let's see if we can make it 14-2 with this spin, which is Sierra Nox Starfish as a Blue Sea driver and Robert Nox Shotgun as a crashed Kronstadt driver.
Yes, indeed. Ducker's strat quite still impressive. Also probably why he picked this map. But as you said, we'll see. Of course, the Starfish is only found in the aquarium in the Kronstadt building. Which is of course quite far away from Sierra, so you either have, but then again, if you go for Robert first, the Kronstadt driver's on the other side of the map.
Yeah,
so
it's like a bit back and forth.
Yeah, in either case, it's gonna be back and forth.
Indeed, both players taking a bit of a time to plan here. I mean, can be not as straightforward map as New York, where its plans are mostly pretty clear. This one might require a bit more of a think. Shotgun. Oh wait, shotgun for Robert anyways. I thought it was for Sierra, and then even then you couldn't have sniped the car because that's only allowed with snipers. Unless the rule changed since I last played, but I don't think they did.
No, it did not change. We had a conversation, I think, yesterday about the rule, and the rule maybe get changed for next one. But it's definitely at the moment it's only sniper. So yeah.
All right. Even with the shotgun, it's kind of not sure how easy it is to hit that car with the shotgun, though.
Yeah, I mean, shotgun has a lot of bullets, so...
Yeah, that's the only advantage.
Yeah,
you have, like, lots of tries.
Yeah. But anyway, so we were talking about how this is quite... Okay. How this is, it's been, it was back and forth, but interestingly enough, both players start with the same approach of getting the Starfish first.
Indeed. After that, even it irrigates. Ducker is staying inside the Kronstadt building, picking up stuff left and right. So maybe not quite sure what his plan is right now. Maybe he's just pathing differently.
Yeah, it looks like it. I think they were both just going up to the laptop, or over to the racetrack. Yeah, it looks like Ducker. So they both went to the same spot, different routing, very similar time. They reached at very similar in-game times though. So. But, Ducker is doing the peekaboo, that's why. I see.
That makes sense.
It's gonna be different. Yeah, it's very good timing for it.
Yeah, and because of that, he's gonna have Robert in this little room down here, or maybe... Not quite sure why he shut the window.
We will see in a second, I think. I mean, maybe to throw something through there, to be honest. Or peekaboo through there.
But I mean, peekaboo was my first idea as well, but you could have peekaboo with a closed window as well, I think. As long as it's glass.
I think it depends very much so. But anyway, well, that's very nice. I think the timing is very nice here, because even if Meekah would have shot the laptop, Ducker would have gotten that isolation first. So he has that advantage of Robert already being down, and just being a very convenient timing. So he can go for Sierra at any time, so he just saves a lot of time by also already isolating Robert there. And
Yeah.
now Meekah is going to wait for that blue sea driver to come around.
Yeah, the drivers can be a bit annoying sometimes. If you know the strats, I think there's like a couple of isolations for them, but can be pretty lost if you didn't practice it or something.
Yeah, I mean, we see Meekah now grabbing the blue sea driver. It's indeed, there are a few strats for him. The easiest are what Ducker is doing right now. Meekah also either just destroying an item here behind these boxes, or crowbarring the door open, and then the guy will come around. We've also seen in recent RRs people just throwing a distraction and then tranking him on the spot, which is of course quite a bit faster, but is also not easy to do, especially without practicing it thoroughly. So it's totally understandable, and Meekah is now grabbing the sugar and so ready to go for that Sierra kill.
Indeed. Looks like sugar isolation. Makes sense here. I think you got the driver, he's got the weapon, the starfish for Sierra, so you can just kill her on the spot as soon as she gets out of the car, pretty much. Yeah, I gotta get inside. Okay, that is a legal action, opening that door that you're not allowed to go through.
Interestingly enough, yes, he tried to bump the guard to avoid a peekaboo. I think he still got a peekaboo, but it's not too bad. It's just, yeah, you can open that door, that's allowed, but, you know, this shouldn't be much of an issue.
Indeed. Meantime, Ducker finally got the blue sea driver. He's done walking. Waiting for the crowd enforcers to pass.
So far, Meekah and Ducker did very similar things.
Yeah.
The only difference is that Ducker stopped for that robber ISO. But other than that, I couldn't really tell you. Well, it depends on how fast Meekah... Well, where Robert is for Meekah in that cycle later, and how fast Meekah can get that Robert kill. I think if both don't rip, that would decide it.
Definitely,
But
yeah.
I couldn't tell you who's ahead right now. It's very, very close.
Yeah, we just know that with that early Robert isolation, Ducker is gonna save definitely a lot of time, but just how much we can't tell. And
Yeah, could be that Robert is already like still pretty close to that, and then it's not really clear. So interestingly enough, Ducker goes for that other sugar, which you could argue is faster, but yeah, he has a bit of problems with the waiter and stuff. So if it's actually faster, we'll have to see it. But they're doing still very similar runs, and now Meekah of course gets that peekaboo on Sarah off and will be ready for that kill in just a few seconds.
Indeed, there it is. Starfish to the head. Quite a powerful throw, that must have been. And Meekah gets the first kill in Miami. Care for that, Cameron. He's gonna go for the crashed Kronstadt driver, and let's see how he's gonna approach it. Okay, he's using the generator to get the medic outside.
Yeah, that definitely works. There are a few approaches if you are a bit careful, then you can just run in and kill them both. This works too. It's a bit safer.
You can use a trank, yeah.
Yeah, so that should not be an issue at all. And now you can, just run straight to Robert, but I still can't tell you who's ahead because Ducker is so close behind.
Indeed. Stuck in the cutscene for the pit stop. Just made it out now. He also still has to get that disguise, the crashed Kronstadt driver. So yeah, we'll see who's gonna come out on top here. Ducker getting ready for the peekaboo.
There it is. But yeah, I mean, both players have so similar approaches, and it's just so close. It comes down to the very little things here, like which sugar do you grab, and stuff like that. How much time do you, if you waste like 5 or 10 more seconds on this or that little detail. So yeah, it's gonna be so close. And Ducker has now got that Sierra kill, and just needs the crash Kronstadt driver now.
Indeed. And yeah, it looks like Ducker might just be... Yeah, he still has a one trank shot, so...
He's contemplating if he's gonna use it or not.
Yeah,
and I think
he's...
I think both of like he can use the trank shot and just KO the other, or like he waits. But the thing is, he has to decide. If he waits too much, then Meekah's just gonna run away with the win here.
Indeed, Meekah now at the laptop. I think he shot it already.
Yeah, luckily. So, but Robert is quite far away. So, I do think always these little details, Daka like waiting a bit, contemplating, and the sugars, and so these could decide. But Daka has a long run over to Robert.
Indeed. I'm not sure where he left his shotgun, but I assume it's somewhere near Robert.
It's a good question actually, because he did drop his shotgun. He did have the shotgun unpacked.
Yeah, he shot
I
the...
did not see where he dropped it, but I think it should be quite close to there. But so maybe Daka wasted a few too many seconds, because now Robert is going up for Meekah and it's looking really good for him. But to be honest, it looks like it might be a photo finish.
It could be second photo finish in a row. However, we have had far fewer loads here, one each at the time, I think. No restarts so far. Let's see how this one ends, but I think at this point it's safe to say that Meekah will be the first one to finish, assuming nothing goes wrong here. Getting the KO on Robert.
Always gotta be a bit careful here, but he did shoot the shotgun now, switch the skies, and he even has a silent shotgun to shoot open the door, so yeah, he should finish this first.
Just by how much is the big question.
And yes, I mean, oh my, this is gonna be close. But the thing is also
Ducker
that
still
it's the
needs...
wrong disguise. I mean, it should be fine. I'm pretty sure he would have rather switched into the Kronstadt security disguise, and now the wrong. I mean, these are the, like 2 little things, right?
Yeah.
That wrong disguise change gonna cost him because he has to run around actually, or use the trank. So all these little things might add up to cost him the map here. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm gonna wait it out. It's definitely gonna be a photo finish, but this should be a Meekah win.
By the looks of things, yeah, Decker is KOing the 2 people inside the security center, even taking out cameras. Now finished.
Oh man,
But
I mean,
Meekah is quite a lead here.
It would have been so close. Like with the 2 different strats, I think I'm still not sure which of the strats are faster. I can't. It was such a long run with all these little nooks and crevices that that they're a bit different. I can't tell which would have been faster if they both played the exact same way, besides from the Robert ISO. So that's just... Oh man, so close.
I'm not sure if the sugar grab, the other sugar that Ducker grabbed, might have cost him a bit of additional time versus Meekah. I'm not sure.
I think it normally should be faster, but...
I felt as well, but I don't know. I felt like after he grabbed the sugar, Ducker was so much behind compared to Meekah.
Yeah, also because he also had to he tranked the waiter and took a bit of time for that, and then went around. I think it was not the most optimal route, but it was a route, and I think just like contemplating about like these little decisions that you have to do. I think Meekah just appeared to be a little bit decisive there, a bit more decisive there. And that, like, not even just that is a better route, but just that he was more decisive might have been the winning factor here.
Indeed. Ducker waived his photo finish rights here.
Indeed.
So
means we're going to go on to map 3, which is going to be Haven Island.
Indeed. 2 for 2. Yeah, and we're going to see at least 2 more maps, and our next one is going to be Haven Island, a true tropical paradise. So yeah, because we don't know Haven, nobody of us really does. So let's find out what Diana47 and Lucas Gray have to say about Haven Island.
So, this is paradise.
If you can afford.
Gentlemen, glad to hear you made it out of New York. Where are we?
Olivia decrypted the data 47 recovered from the bank. We isolated 3 transactions from Providence partner accounts, all made out to Haven, a small corporation operating out of the Maldives.
And what does Haven do?
To the public, they specialize in reputation management for the rich and famous. The real money, however, comes from the covert reconstruction of identities for wealthy criminals. They make people disappear.
The partners are using Haven to acquire new identities.
Yes. Olivia's been attempting to hack the Haven servers, but the owners of Haven are manually resetting the access keys every 10 hours. That, unfortunately, makes them targets.
Haven Island is a true tropical paradise. Owned by the company's founder, Tyson Williams, the island is used by Haven as a combined headquarters and client entertainment center. Current and potential clients are ferried to the island and treated to the very best the Maldives have to offer. Michelin star chefs, a full massage spa, private huts, exercise facilities, and all the comforts of a luxury island resort are made available to them. 47. We'll be sending you in as a potential new client. We've put together a convincing cover story. You're Mr. Reaper, a thief for hire looking to disappear for a while. Your mission on the island is simple. You need to eliminate the 3 owners of Haven. Tyson Williams, founder and rumored tyrannical CEO of Haven. Ludmila Vetrova, a former confidence artist hired by Williams to serve as a client recruiter and handler. And Stephen Bradley, technical wizard and the brains behind Haven's proprietary software platform.
With the owners gone, Olivia will be able to penetrate the Haven servers long enough for her to secure the new partner identities.
I've uploaded all the information we have on the island and the 3 targets. Best of luck, gentlemen.
I don't rely on luck.
Well, a little wouldn't hurt.
All right, and we are back for our 3rd map of the Meekah vs. Tucker RRWC 2022 knockout stage winners bracket round 1 match. I'm still joined by Yanni for this one.
Hello, hello. Oh man, let's go with Haven.
Indeed. Yeah, we have a 6-minute Haven record this tournament even. I'm sad I missed that actually. Must have been an interesting spin. Let's hope this one is...
It was actually yesterday. I casted
wow.
that. Oh no, I didn't cast that actually. I think admin. I don't know. I was involved in. I was admin. Yeah. Tried. I did not cast that, but yeah, it was a very very fast spin. Was great to see, and Blunt earlier in the group stage also beat my Haven record. So just quite a few fast Haven spins we had this tourney.
Damn nice. Let's see. The match is dead tied 2 for 2, and yeah. Let's figure out who takes the next 2 points. Yanni, do you want to go ahead and run the spin down for us?
Definitely. We have SMG as boat captain for Tyson Williams. We have for Stephen Bradley Pistol as tech crew, and for Ludmila Vetrova Electrocution as butler.
Right. Yeah. 2 unique disguises. Boat captain and butler only. Yeah. Being carried by 1 NPC on the entire map. Tech crew a bit more common. But yeah, we got the kind of opposite map side of the map disguises again with the boat captain, who's like in the restaurant area where you can get Ludmila if you want to, and on the other side Ludmila butler from the Magin, and also yeah we have electrocution for Ludmila. I'm not aware if any of the puddles in the bathrooms below the restaurant have been fixed or not, so this could prove very interesting.
So I can tell you about the experience I had in my last group stage match.
Oh god, please do.
It was fun. So apparently, no, the puddles do not work consistently. I had Ludmilla Electro 2 times on the group stage. The first time I used one of the two things, like just one of the two things where the hand washer washes his hands, and that worked. And in the second match, it did not work. And then the thing in her stall does also not work, but the thing in the other stall does. So it's a bit sketchy.
Love to see it. I don't think we've been able to find a sync that like works consistently for all players. I assume it's like it could also be some unique copy moments of Hitman again, that everyone has like their own syncs that work and don't work.
It's all a bit sketchy, but
Yeah.
let's see. Maybe they watched one of those matches. Maybe they are aware, but I wouldn't be surprised if they aren't. So we'll see about it.
Tucker has a better, or has a better strat for this one though, because he gets to Ludmilla early, getting her in one of the huts. I'm not sure if this one works better, but I haven't heard as many bad things about this one. And
the thing is, this one works. The problem is Ludmilla, because this spot is so sketchy.
oh yeah,
If you drag her and leave her there, you have to be like
yeah,
she
it's the
can
windows.
get found there
isn't it?
very
Yeah.
very easily. So there are like 3 NPCs that can all at different timings look towards this hut. And you gotta be really careful that one of them does not look. So I think I looked once for safe timing, like when you do this, immediately make a sick KO there. I think you have to wait till like 2:20 till you can drag her there. It's safe for like 5 seconds. So it's very sketchy. So Daka will leave that for later. I think later it's a bit easier because some NPCs leave or something.
Maybe, yeah.
But I think it's still very sketchy. So the problem is with this leaving this to last, dragging her there, it's just quite sketchy.
Yeah.
Leaving her there is sketchy too, but like no matter what Daka's gonna be doing, there is gonna be this question mark of well, will it actually work?
Right,
in
you
the
just
end, but-
detonate. Ducker just detonated something, and I'm not sure what.
Yes, he did. I'm pretty sure he started at Steven, made him sick, and dropped a concussion duck for the guard. So he. I didn't see that, to be honest. But that's probably it. So that's the only
That
thing
would have made
that
sense,
would be
yeah.
reasonable to detonate. So he detonated that, and that means that Steven and his guard are both KO'd in the stall.
That would make perfect sense. In the meantime, on the other side, Meekah has gone with a mansion. What is it called? Villa Pier?
Villa Staff.
Villa Staff. Yeah, Villa Staff starter. I was wondering what the location is called, but I can't remember.
I don't know. Something with Villa 2, I think. But
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know.
Anyway, he got the standard Tyson isolation in the cinema, and is outside getting Steven now, while having the tech crew disguise, so he can just get that kill immediately.
Yeah. Very nice for him. I don't know if he has a silence pistol. He does even. Of course, he picked it up. There's a
yeah.
free one in the villa, so that's very nice. So he could bring in a silence SMG and get up the silence pistol, so that makes it a bit easier for sure. Also bringing the necessary seeker, of course. So yeah, Villa start is never gonna be a bad strat. Very solid, always. And what he can do now is isolate Lumilla, set her up, then go with the boat captain to Tyson, grab the butler, and exit, which would be the ideal plan. But of course, we have to see if Lumilla and everything works. Same for Daka then. But Daka has now infiltrated the mansion with the boat captain disguise, so it looks like Tyson kill will be the first one he will be getting. I'm interested which strat he was gonna do. Looks like he might do he's staying in this room, so it looks like he might do a peekaboo into this room.
By the looks of things, yeah, he does like go in here way later when the doctor arrives, but I doubt Ducker is gonna wait that long in this room now.
Quite unlikely, but Tyson does walk to the jacuzzi quite soon-ish. I think like in 1 minute. And I assume then he's just gonna open this door and peekaboo in here. Which is I don't think I've seen that before, but it makes a lot of sense.
It does, definitely. Meantime, Meekah working on the boat captain, it seems like.
made him sick. I think Daka just placed the banana right on the spot. I did not know that it would work. I mean, I know of the isolation that you can do when he's on the other point of the cycle with a coin or like any item in the banana. For Daka already he starts walking. It's very nice. It's probably sure the peekaboo should be starting.
I assume he's looking down a bit. Probably not sure what exactly it was. Bit of a whoosh.
Wow! Did not really get the Tyson. I guess he peekabooed the guard and got Tyson with a distraction. I don't really know. Yeah, it looks like it, but in either way, got both in there, KO'd the guard, and is now shooting Tyson.
Indeed, very well done. First kill done by Ducker. Boat captain has SMG, so he's one of the disguises down. And I'm assuming he's gonna leave the mansion with the other one. Probably tech crew, I guess. I'm not actually sure.
He needs both is the problem.
Yeah.
That is the problem. So the problem with the strat, what Daka is doing is he's having a lot of back and forth, and Meekah is a very active player in the Discord and stuff, so he knows that this Discord is now known to be the safer one. So it looks like he might be setting it up here. Oh no, no. I thought that was Miller. Why did I think that was Miller? That was of course, not Miller. My bad. He's setting it up here, which can work. But I think only if it's live. Which might pose a problem here.
Yeah, by the looks of things, that he might even do it live.
I mean, maybe for him it works.
Yeah, he dropped the taser already. I think just needs to get her sick and into the bathroom, hopefully.
Yeah, that should work. I mean, the problem is, no problem actually. He has to wait until. Daka is compromised. Daka has been seen. This is a sketchy spot. Do not use this box.
He's looking around, but it's the outside.
This lady can see you. Do not use this box. Friendly advice for all fellow Haven players. But yeah, that's gonna set back his run quite a bit. I mean, to be honest, Meekah was looking better anyway. But of course, Meekah can also rip now. So.
Indeed, none of them did the Ludmilla electrocution kill yet. So I think that could be the deal breaker.
But I want to also note great patience for Meekah. Of course, you cannot make her sick. I mean, you can make her sick while she's in the restaurant itself, like tasting the food. But then if you should go to the other bathroom, which is quite inconvenient. So great patience, bumped the guard, and then hit a bit in an angle and threw the medic grass grenade. So it looks very good for Meekah if he gets the. I mean, he has a bit of time. She will now be at the toilet at like 60 seconds till she stops puking, and he has to use that time to get the butler disguise, which I think is going to be his priority. He has to do that fast, so he's going to get this villa stuff here and then go for the butler as soon as possible, so that skill is safe.
To be fair, he might even already KO'd the butler earlier. Not sure if he had that disguise somewhere.
I don't think he did, no.
Oh, but it looks like he's still standing there, so probably not.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he will just go, do a butler grab now. Not sure where he's going here, though. I mean, this is all. Oh, he's gonna get a coin. Okay, he did not grab the coins earlier. Now it's gonna start to get close.
Yeah.
I think it should be still fine, to be honest. I think it should be fine, but it's gonna be tight. It's starting to get tight. That's a nice ISO. Coins into banana. Yes, he's gonna see it now. It's gonna walk over the banana. I was a bit scared for him there. But now he has to detonate immediately if he can. If he wants to. Oh, Ludmilla, nope, Ludmilla already left. Yep, we can see on the link.
Yep.
He saw it before us, Ludmilla left. Oh man, that's gonna be so tricky for him.
Does he have another medic?
I do not think so. And also doesn't have another. I mean, he did not detonate his taser yet. He could get back his taser. But oh man, this is gonna be tough for him.
Yeah, it's gonna be certainly interesting. I wonder what his approach for Ludmilla's gonna be now.
I mean, now I would have said, if Daka was still in the running, I would have said, yeah, maybe if Daka gets the Electro actually, which we were unsure about, then maybe Daka could win this. But yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen now, because I don't know how Meekah is gonna get the Electro. So he has of course a huge in-game time lead, but oh my, we'll see. Yeah, and then after a few approaches, this is very risky here by Meekah. He has to do something about this guard. He can also not do this, but if he just climbs down without distracting this guard, he might have a problem. But yeah, he's got the coin. Coins are very useful here, and is out of the villa again.
Indeed, Meekah only missing 1 kill now. Windmill Electrocution. He has the disguise right here outside villa boundaries. So no more reason to go back there, pretty much.
Yes, so there are a few approaches now that you could take here. First of all, there's a pneumatic syringe in the in the hut below the gym, which you could use for making her sick, but it's very tricky, of course. You see Daka emptying his clip, so he has 1 shot left only, which is funny to see always. I think he wants to use it for this camera, so that the teammates don't panic. Yeah. So he has a single shot that he can use, so there's no panic involved here. But back to Meekah. So you have a few ways to do this now. Medic syringe is of course hard to apply to the Miller, because she has a guard and stuff. She's now in the third area. What you can do also is KO Portman, and then she will go to Portman's hut. That is another option.
Indeed. Let's see, Daka in the meantime arrived at the mansion again, waiting for Tyson to get out of the room and be ready for the peekaboo here. Get his first kill, same as last time. That worked great for him.
It did work great for him, but it was around 5 minutes in-game time, so you'll have to wait a full minute here. Which is not really that much of a problem, because Meekah has to decide what he wants to do now, and it's, if Miller left the restaurant, you're kind of feeling a bit lost, because like, when do you actually need a backup plan for this? But let's see. I'm interested what Meekah will come up with.
Indeed. Right now I think he's just waiting for her to get out of the massage area.
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting. I mean, does this work? No one's in the pool right now. Does it work if you electrocute? Can you electrocute the pool?
A very interesting question. I'm actually not sure. Maybe. I'm not sure if that's what he is looking for as well.
I mean, it would be very interesting. I think that actually works. I think I've actually done that once. Because she does walk. Strangely, she does walk through there. If he walks through the alone, that might actually be a very valuable. I mean, he's lucky that it's an electrical here, because if he would have missed Miller in any other way, it would have been a much bigger problem. But of course, Electro is also the only one you set up and do it live. So, but anyway, it looks very good. Maybe he wants to bump the guard a bit.
Oh yeah, that would be. I think that's what he's looking for as well.
I'm not sure. She doesn't walk even through there.
Oh,
I thought she does walk through there, right?
Yeah, she usually does.
Oh, she talks? I'm not sure what she's gonna do, to be honest. I have no idea.
I mean, to be fair, she could also just turn around right now and walk through there, but...
Oh yeah, she does. Okay. So now...
Look at that.
I was just gonna say... Oh, no. Bump the guard, maybe? Yeah, okay. He has to be careful with the guard now. Okay. Looks very good. Now Electro, and he got it!
Wow.
He got it!
There it is. Even doing getting the progress for the challenge. He's certainly happy about that, you can see it. Shaking his camera wildly. And
very much so. Oh, I was worried about the proximity of the guard, and then I was
he was very close to that.
But also, then again, the guard and her also stood like next to the pool. There was also a puddle.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man, these things are just so unexplored. And but it's a great comeback after his life kill did not work. So love to see that.
Definitely. So that's the 4-2 flat for Meekah now. Only needs to win one more map, and he defeats Ducker. Moves on in the bracket. However, to do that, he needs to win the next map, which is Isle of Sgàil. We're staying with Season 2 for now. So yeah, let's have a quick look at the mission briefing for Isle of Sgàil while we wait.
Attention, gentlemen. Our source on the island just made a critical discovery. The Constant has a poison chip embedded in his neck. A failsafe, in case he's compromised.
Damn it. We should have expected something like this. So, we subdue the Constant before he has time to react.
Not that simple. The device is remote triggered, and during his stay on the island, 2 kill switches have been entrusted to twin sisters Zoe and Sophia Washington, 2 young, ambitious Providence operatives and newly appointed chairwomen of the Ark Society. Apparently, even the Constant is unaware of this arrangement.
Right, change of plans. We divide and conquer. 47 takes out the Washingtons, while I figure out a way to get the Constant off the island. It'll be tight, but once we're back at the ship, we should be able to surgically remove the chip before the partners have time to react. 47?
Tell me about the targets.
I know them from the archive. Zoe and Sophia's father is president of a powerful conservative think tank, one of Providence's prime assets. The apples don't fall far from the tree.
No saints either. According to ICA files, the twins are pampered socialites who get their kicks from treasure hunting. Commanding a band of trigger-happy mercenaries, Zoe and Sophia prowl the world in search for ancient relics. With little regard for local culture or even human life, they stop at nothing to claim their prize. Well, collateral damage they may be, but safe to say, they have it coming.
Alright, and here we are for the 4th and possibly final map of Meekah versus Ducker on the Real Rivals World Championship 2022 knockout stage winners bracket round 1 match. I am still joined by Yannini.
Hello, hello. Glad to be back. A very good match so far. We've seen 3
definitely.
amazing maps, and now I hope it will continue in the same way.
Exactly. Ducker on his back foot now. Needs to win this map, or at least tie it, in order to still have a chance here. But
Yeah.
can quickly look. The winner of this match will advance in the brackets and play against the winner of the Reaper 47 versus some random person, which I think is scheduled later today. It actually
Indeed
is,
is.
yeah. And yeah, the loser of this match will, well, play the loser of that match.
Yeah. Round 1, like loser bracket round 1 is very simple, and winner's bracket
Yep,
round 2. So
yep.
it's still very simple. Afterwards, it gets a bit switched around. But yeah, for now it's very simple to follow. Yeah, we winners play each other, the losers play each other, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, for now, Meekah looking very good, on the verge of sending down our record champion Ducker in the very first round.
Yeah. However, I would say Ducker being in the lower bracket isn't something he's, well, entirely uncomfortable with. Not sure. I think he must have. I'm pretty sure he must have been down there sometimes. During his tournament
yeah,
run.
but
Not too often, but definitely has some.
Ducker's still one of the
experience.
favorites, so it would be a shock to see him drop down too early. But anyway, a scale spin is here. What do we have?
And we have a old axe Zoe Washington as architect kill, and Sophia Washington with a letter opener as the butler. Butler making its return, wants to have a bit more screen time here.
Yep, wherever possible, he does show up. Yeah, interesting. Of course, architect is a right for guys. You often take the architect start, so that is nice. But of course, what's making this what makes the spins interesting in scale often are the lots and lots of lethal melees that are on the map. As right here, we have an old axe and a letter opener.
And I have no idea where the old axe on Sgàil is, but luckily there's
boy,
hit maps.
Do I have a site for you? Indeed.
There are
stuff like that.
two. just figured it out. One in the restoration room, as it's called, apparently. Which is, yeah, that's like the above the warehouse, where the forgot what they're called. These guys there.
Custodians.
The custodians, exactly, where they work. And the other one is up in the counselor's lounge. So
yes,
that's
so exactly above
room.
where they both are right now, pretty much one floor above. And that one, the one that we most often see, it's a bit easier to grab than the other one. Especially if you have elite guards, guys, you can just go up there, get it, and get down again. But strat-wise, we're seeing some interesting things here. Ducker started architect, but Ducker has now made Sophia sick KO'd her, and is now going to get the butler, it looks like. Meanwhile, Meekah used the phone strat to get Zoe.
Very interesting. Climbed down immediately, got her KO'd, and switching to elite guard, so I assume now he's gonna go up and grab the old axe probably, or try and deal with Sophia.
Well, first of all, he did make Sophia sick, so probably gonna KO her, and that is both targets down in quite a similar fashion. Then, even a bit faster than if you would do double a medic, which is of course quite standard. But now he's gonna lure this guard in, which is definitely a good idea because Butler is indeed not allowed here. So if you want to get to this toilet, you best take care of this guard first while you can.
And so he did. Sophie's still puking, but that's both targets KO'd for Meekah. In the meantime, on the other side, Ducker has got the butler's disguise.
He has neatly hit both bodies behind the couch, so the constant will not find them. He is allowed here. I think that should not be spotted. Oh, it will be spotted. I shouldn't have said that.
Damn.
The architect head turns in this direction and it will be spotted, so that's a run reset for Ducker.
And that gives a huge advantage to Meekah. Already had, or has, both kills down. I think he just looked up where exactly the old axe is, but it's right there. Just that one elite guard who's enforcing him.
Yes, Ducker, Meekah did have a pause of 10 seconds, so I assume he also looked at hit maps.
Yeah.
It's a lot of lethal meanies. I wouldn't have remembered it either in the pressure of a match, so that's definitely understandable. Tried to show his briefcase to destroy the glass, but there was no glass there, could just grab it. But I totally get the intention. Now he has the old axe, which is very nice, just needs to bring that down to Zoe. He does not want to throw it down, which is very understandable, because if he throws it down, then someone could investigate that and actually find Zoe, and which is not what you want.
Or you could get a weird bounce or something, and it could land somewhere where you don't want it.
Of course, as there are two, but that's not what you want. So
no, not
totally
really.
Understandable.
He's going for the architect now, though. Looks of things. Not the architect, the butler, of course.
Yeah, of course. It's a bit more difficult made by the constant just coming in right now. It's a bit of an unfortunate timing. I do not know if Meekah still has any dart guns remaining. I assume he still has a seeker shot. But, because he used one for Sophia. But I don't know. So we'll see how Meekah grabs this butler.
So it'll be interesting right now. He's just listening to the conversation of the constant and the butler.
Yeah. In the meantime, we see Ducker's butler grab. We just show the item to distract the guard, kills the butler, and Meekah is stuck here waiting. I'm not sure what happens after they finish the conversation, but I think at some point he has to do something. And that's something just being bailing right now. So he did not really know what to do, I think. So in this situation, so he'll just go and come back later.
What's she up to this time?
Indeed, yeah. I think he was probably wanted to wait for the constant to be to go away entirely, but that kind of took a long time. So he's just deciding to grab the first kill now. Needs to be a bit careful with that guard.
Yeah, might hear this throw, but I think even then he could just drop an item. I think that would be fine.
Oh, yep, there it
Yes,
is.
he does hear it, but he has like a crowbar. Yep. Can just run up and
Yep.
drop that. Yep, and he's fine. So that's the first kill for him. Very nice. In the meantime, Ducker does get his first kill too. This time he does not have the problem with the lockpick, so he gets the Sophia kill down. And now he does not have Zoe isolated like Meekah. So he'll have to, but of course he does have the Architect, so he'll have to, first of all, he just drags the bodies behind the couch again. So what he's gonna have to do is, get Zoe in some way, and get his Architect guys back, and then he's looking very good.
Indeed, in the meantime, Meekah up here again grabbed another elite guard. The Constant has left from this room now, so he's gonna try and grab the Butler again, I suppose. After which he should be pretty good. He has the isolation on Sophia. I'm not sure if he picked up a letter opener yet, or if that's still to come.
He should have. There is a letter opener directly in the radio room. I'm pretty sure he does. You know, you see Ducker now going for the old axe.
Indeed, Meekah struggling a
Meekah's
bit
still
how to
struggling,
KO it.
yeah.
Yeah. The two NPCs looking at
Oh
each
no,
other
Meekah,
and
no, why would you do that? Why would you run in front of an enforcer who is turning towards you? Interesting choice there. So Ducker definitely in the lead now. It was very close, to be honest. I mean, if Meekah would have gotten that Butler, which, yeah, I mean, she spent more than half a spin time on that Butler grab. If he would have gotten that, then it would have been, I think he would have had the advantage, but now definitely looking very good for Ducker. What a convenient timing too. He has a remote magnetic gas device, drops it, makes it sick, and he can just kill her here and exit. He just not triggered yet. Oh. Wanna try again? Yeah, there we go. Now she's sick.
also needs to still grab his Architect's disguise, but I assume it's just up the stairs somewhere. And then he can come down. He stashed the old axe in there. Just throw, dump, and get out.
Yeah, makes sense. They would just transport the old axe in the god disguise first, since that is that's a weapon. So mostly wanna get those done in god disguises. And now here's his Architect, and you just climb down with all the pipes Sgàil has. And then it's looking very good now.
Just needs to pick one of the many exits that Sgàil has. And get that done without ripping or anything.
Yes, I mean Architect is allowed on the helipad, so that should be a no-brainer.
Oh yeah, well then that certainly makes things easier.
Definitely. Now, yeah, just gonna box Zoe here, and then we are just gonna run out to the helipad, and that should be it. Not through this door though, because it's locked. Maybe use the other door.
As you want to lockpick or shoot it open or something.
It
doesn't have a lockpick.
Because that would be. I mean, you can just use the other door, but okay. Well, then he's gonna use another exit. He has to be careful because the Architect is not allowed there. So, he's indecisive. I think he's picked it now. So I mean, Meekah is not quite close. So it's not gonna cost him. But he got a body. He got a body found.
What?
He got a body found. It did cost him. He would have. He could have exited.
Oh
he got indeed ripped by that. He got ripped by not using the right door. Oh my god, what a disaster.
Truly,
it feels so bad.
truly disastrous.
That feels so bad for Ducker. I mean, there was I'm not even sure who that was. I mean,
I think it was a guard or something on the balcony where he just picked up his Architect's disguise again.
Oh, Meekah needs to be careful here. I think I saw someone coming in. No? Okay. All good.
Or wasn't?
Yeah,
or constant finding a guard near the Butler or something. That would also have been a possibility. Yeah.
A guard? Was it a guard? To me, it looked at first glance. I thought it was a female ARC member, which would have been confusing. But I'll watch it back. I don't know.
I think it's this guard that Ducker distracts right now.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah, that
found
might
on his balcony. I'm not sure why it was found
don't know
here,
either.
but that's what the picture-in-picture looked to me like.
I mean, yeah, there was a back disguise next to the body, definitely.
Would have been the elite member then, because Ducker stashes his architect here and then comes back later to pick it up.
Yeah. I mean, the heartbreaking thing here is that he had it. He
Yeah.
had both kills down, and he was like, the body was found only like 25 seconds after he got the last kill. So he would have just gotten the right path to the exit. He would have had it. He would have equalized the series. But now Meekah's on the front foot again.
Indeed. Almost peekabooed someone into this bathroom now. Oh, don't press the kill switch, please.
Nope. Please.
That would have been a quick way
that would've
to
been
just
Rip to, yeah.
equalize
Oh
again.
My god, this is just... I don't know, man. That is just crazy.
Yeah, but Meekah has the first kill down, has the butler disguise, letter opener, and Sophia, and I think even the Zoe isolation has been done by him just as last time. In the meantime, Ducker ripped again, I think, near the butler.
To be honest... Oh, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
To be honest, it probably should not matter. I do not want to jinx Meekah, of course, because as we saw Ducker, I was like 100% sure he had it.
Yeah,
And then,
definitely.
He had that extra struggle, and then he got ripped by a body found. So you never know what happens, but the part that got ripped last time, Meekah got the bottle disguise already done, so he's looking very good now. And I mean, this is definitely, I think, the way to do the spin is looking quite fast too. He has the architect disguise stashed next to Zoe, so he will now kill Zoe with it, and then can change back into the lead guard and use the exit Ducker was going to now. That's the closest from here, where the lead guard is allowed, just the architect is not. Or he's just gonna go to the helipad. That works too. Or he's going to this exit while being architect. That works too. Okay. I'll just switch right now.
Still needs to do the kill though, or something. Oh, nope,
Yeah,
just a
definitely.
very, very long call. Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Catching up from
look
the
at this. I was wondering why he would not change back into the elite guard, because this is unnecessary risky. Okay, he does have a comma left. That makes it easier. Still a bit of an unnecessary risk, but it worked. Meekah got it done, and he wins the series against Ducker 6-2.
Indeed, after a very unfortunate rip from Ducker in the last seconds of Isle of Sgàil, Meekah manages to pull ahead, and not only pull ahead, but win the series against Ducker 6-2. Very well done from him. And yeah, losing first map and even his map pick, New York, but then winning the next three, including Ducker's map pick, Miami. Certainly an impressive feat. If we have a quick look at the brackets, I mean, if they want to load, there they are. Okay, just took a bit. I mean, I just pointed out earlier, Meekah advances to round 2 of the winners bracket. Will play the winner of the Reaper versus 47 versus some random person, versus where Ducker dropped down and is gonna face the loser of that match. Yeah, just quickly going over this because I think there is another match actually going on right now still as well.
There is indeed. Jodes is casting that.
Exactly, it is Joker J versus Mr. Mike. It's S.A. Jodes on Twitch,
Yes.
is it? So I'm gonna send all of you over to him. Yeah, got a couple more matches later today. I hope you enjoyed this one. Thanks to all of you for watching. Thanks to the two players for playing, obviously, and congratulations to Meekah for winning this one. Thanks to Yanni for co-casting and adminning this match for us.
Oh, thanks for having me. It was a very fun match.
Definitely, always happy to have you. And yeah, go say hi to Jodes, enjoy that match now, and see all of you there.